there was a moment in England a few years ago when Blair was still Prime Minister, I think, when he tried to introduce law to make it, essentially to make it illegal to criticize religion. It's the same offense argument.
Right.
And I was one of the people who became involved in trying to prevent that from happening. And the other person who got very, very exercised about it is a normally very shy individual, Rowan Atkinson. Right? So Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean. Yes.
Mr. Bean goes to Whitehall. And there was an extraordinary day when Rowan and I went to the Home Office to meet with ministers and civil servants to say that this was a bad idea. You know. And of course, they were in a very difficult situation because they were all fans of his. So they all wanted him to like them. And instead he was being very mild. He's very soft-spoken, Rowan, but he was being very ferocious. There was a wonderful moment when he said, for example, he said, recently in my television program, we used a clip of footage from, I believe, Friday prayers in Tehran. And over it, you see, I put a voiceover in which I said, and the search goes on for the Ayatollah's contact lens. and he said, now, would I be able to say that, or would I in fact go to jail? And they all went, no, comedy, ha, we love it, no, absolute freedom, no, we're totally in favor of it. You can have certainly jokes, absolutely, we love them. And he said, but how would I know that it would be okay if you were to pass this law? And they said, no, it'd be very straightforward. You just submit it to a government authority and he would approve it and then you could make it. And he said, oddly, that does not reassure me. He said, there's a country in which that used to take place. It was called the Soviet Union. Anyway, here's a possible proof that there is a God. When that bill came up to be voted for in the House of Commons, the Labour whips, the party whips, miscounted the size of the vote against. And they told Blair that the bill was lost. And so he went home. The bill lost by one vote. One vote. So if Blair had not gone home and had voted for his own bill, then the vote would have been tied and the Speaker would have cast the vote for the government. So the bill would have become law. So it failed because Tony Blair went home early.